And welcome everybody to episode 40 of the Comic Book Cast. And thank you to everybody that called us in. And right off the bat, let me just mention our phone number. It's 1-802-448-2265. Feel free to call in at any time, yell at us, call us gay, be homophobic, and everything else you people like to do. So anyway, of course, the hosts are me. We got Ben today.
As always, I'm here, and then the next week I'm gonna be kicked out because of my stupid microphone stuff and shit. And I'll shut up now.
And Tom,
Hello.
the black guy.
I don't even have a name.
And
You
the other
got that
Canadian guy.
privilege.
Hey, I'm the other Canadian guy.
Man, why am I stripped of my humanity?
The artist formerly known as Sean.
It's because you like Black Spider-Man, so we can't actually mention you because we don't want to get hate mail. So.
No.
Did you guys see that video that Stormsick put out thanking his haters?
Yeah, let's not talk about that. But let's
Yeah,
talk about
please.
something good that
You
happened this
didn't
week.
even mention her.
So anybody hear that great news about Iron Man 3?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
And that news led to me being able to afford all these hookers. They may be cheap, but they're good.
Oh man, you got my hookers.
Well, a minute.
I know,
You can either get a $100 hooker or $101 hookers. Which one?
$101 hookers. Even though if they're
Every
amputees,
time.
then that means they can't run away, so I'm up for them.
They haven't
This
got any
is our-
arms or legs.
They're like turtles on their backs.
You
For
can't
those
have
of
to
you-
push them around on a little wooden cart.
For those of you playing along at home, this is our backwards way of saying, hey, Iron Patriot might be in the new Iron Man movie. And
Worst segue ever.
I know, and we totally got a
I'm
scoop.
Patriot.
We were on IGN. We got a scoop. We're moving up in the world.
Right, so some of you guys, I don't know if you saw,
Yay.
but I was kind of surfing through IGN, because it's pre-E3 week, and I wanted to check, I saw they were talking about, major news. It was their actual giant banner, and I was like, boy, that looks real familiar. So I click in, and there it was. Our video was the headline of their site. I was
Yeah,
like,
they didn't
oh,
give you any
shit.
credit whatsoever for that video.
No, they did.
It's on the website. It's
No,
sort
they
of
didn't.
they credited like all the photos, all of everything. And
Oh,
in the
no,
video
yeah,
cuts,
they,
there's no mention of comic book cast or you or anything.
After all, because they kept the video up, and then they had a link to it in their, special notes for later on. I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yep. Because
That's why
they
that
still
video
should've
got
said
so
the
many
major
views.
thing about it is they're not allowed to report on those pictures. They're not allowed to show them and report who's showing them. So with them kind of keeping us off of there, actually there's
Probably
a
for the
favor
best.
instead of
Mhm.
us not getting kicked off. So because since they're illegally taken.
So
But anyway,
everybody
that was
wins.
awesome. So what do you guys think's the deal with it? Is it Iron Patriot or is it Detroit Steel? Because people are going both ways, but if it was Detroit Steel, wouldn't he look more like Ironmonger?
Ah, true.
True.
Oh, but
It
they
looks
can't do
exactly
that.
like our picture,
No.
though. So what are they even questioning?
I don't know.
It looks like if Captain America and Iron Man had a baby.
I mean, that's probably what it is. It's just an iron suit with the American colors. That's it.
Well,
Right.
for the longest time, I thought it was just going to be an Easter egg, same way with like the Human Torch and Captain America. He'll probably be in a case somewhere, but no, they actually have an actor from the movie in the suit, so now I really don't know what
Right,
to
and
think.
the actor that's playing him is the guy that's reported to be playing Cold Blood. So could they be splicing up a few characters there?
They've
I mean,
done
they
it
did it
before.
with Whiplash, so why
Yeah.
not?
Why
Hmm.
not? I mean, say what you want about Iron Man, his rogues gallery, not exactly the deepest thing
Oh,
on
it's a
Earth.
piece of shit.
Yeah,
He has
Perhaps-
no one good besides Mandarin.
that's about it. Yeah, and that's another
Thankfully,
thing.
Ben Kingsley is Mandarin, so
Oh yeah, hands down.
Well, we pretty much knew that. They basically did everything but come
Hey,
out
we're
and say it.
hiring this Asian guy. It looks just like the Mandarin, but it's not the Mandarin.
except
Well,
he's not
yeah.
Asian.
And yet, from what I understand, because there's going to be a whole handful of villains in this movie, even if the Mandarin is in this one, he might not be the main villain. for all
Right,
we can
right.
tell.
According to
Yeah,
Bleeding
apparently-
Cool, though, it is the Mandarin derp.
I've read a report saying that the Mandarin's actually not the main villain in the film.
Oh, I believe he's not the main villain.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Which
I'm
is
cool
cool,
with
because if it
that.
sets up for a fourth one, and the Mandarin maybe even plays a part in the Avengers, that could be pretty
Yeah,
That'd be
that's
awesome.
exactly what I was thinking, Tom. And perhaps it's good they
Well,
go this way.
I was thinking, what if Mandarin, if he set up, if they do the more magical properties of him, why don't they just put him into Thor? Because
Yeah.
that would make more sense.
Well, I
Well,
don't
that's-
think so.
No,
That's
but
what I was wondering too, because the Mandarin has magical powers, and they've already set up in Thor and the Avengers that magic exists. Are they willing to put magic in an Iron Man movie?
I don't think they're willing
Yeah,
to
well,
put it in an Iron Man movie.
No, well, they kind of admitted, Jon Favreau was like, I wanted to use Mandarin, but no, I couldn't because his magic doesn't really fit with the whole technology aspect of Iron Man.
Right.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, but if they actually did put Mandarin in anything else, people would get all pissed off and be like, "This is nothing like the comics."
And just for the people that I know are gonna fucking write in and
Comics.
voicemail us and fucking do stupid shit, but no, it can't be Norman Osborn. Please shut up about it. They don't own the rights to him. We
Yeah.
know that. You don't know that, so just shut up.
But I mean,
Allow
I've seen.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
Allow me to refrain of what you're talking about. I mean, people will flip out. This is exactly how people were in the audience when I saw Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance and they saw Danny Ketch. That's not how the comics were! He's an adult!
Whoa.
That was Danny Ketch.
Yeah.
Well, the
that's
kid's name was Danny, so you figured
Well,
it.
I
had to
didn't-
be-
I didn't
Yeah,
even
no,
pay-
that was Danny. Yeah, that
I
was the
didn't even
future
pay
Ghost Rider.
attention that long. I was just watching it going, "Oh, this is awesome. Who is Danny?" Anyway, about Norman Osborn, I've seen arguments on that website we don't talk about. I've seen arguments. People were like, "Oh, Norman Osborn is the only thing that should be."
Actually, if you guys
in
want
that
to
suit."
hear an intelligent conversation, use Comic Book Resource. It's the site
Yeah.
I go to because they verify
Yeah.
everything before they post it. They don't post bullshit. And a bunch of the guys on there I've been talking with, man, everybody, I swear to God, there's no trolls. It's intelligent conversation. People are like, "Oh, I like your thoughts," and they're adding to it. It's like civilized version of this shitty site.
That's good to hear.
Right.
Here's my theory. In the first Iron Man, he fought a dude in a robot suit. In the second one, he fought another dude in a robot suit. I think for the third one, he's
I
going to be
bet he
fighting a
for the
couple
third, yeah.
dudes. He's going to be
Oh
fighting
no,
a couple.
he fought an entire army of people in the second one.
Well,
Yeah,
Actually,
they
no,
were
they were
drones.
robots, weren't they?
Yeah,
They were drones. They weren't dudes in suits.
yeah,
But
the ending of
next one
Iron Man 2 was
fights
just fucking boring.
Even more.
I don't care. I still
even more
like.
drones, even more people in suits.
I mean, I still like the ending of Iron Man 2 with War Machine and Iron Man basically like two best friends playing a video game.
Yeah,
I just didn't like how they took out Whiplash just by shooting at each other. That was pretty shitty.
Yeah,
Whiplash
that
was
was
barely
a
a good
cop
movie.
out.
freaking
Very stupid reason.
Well,
Robert
you know
Downey
what's-
Jr. was the real villain of that movie.
Right.
He was
Uh,
Stedman.
speaking of fighting, you know what's actually a really good fighting thing that's coming out?
What?
That's the DC Fight for Injustice.
Oh yeah.
Let's make Mortal Kombat versus DC, but take out the Mortal Kombat.
Dude,
Makes
fine
sense.
with
don't even bring up Mortal Kombat versus DC because I'm gonna school everyone by getting pissed
Has
off.
pretty much that game. If you were to Flash, you wouldn't be touched because you could just do the quick moves he does, which make him run off the screen every time. So pretty much I did that quick breakdown. I got a ton of hits on that. The other villains you can see in there are obviously Cold, Captain Cold. I don't know. People are saying it's Mr. Freeze, but why would Mr. Freeze be fighting
Cold.
Flash?
Captain Cold is a Flash villain, everybody.
Yeah, Captain Cold. They were like, no, wait a minute. Isn't there only one cold-based villain in the DC universe? No, dick.
No, only one cold-based villain in the entire comic book universe. No other ones exist ever. It's
Ever.
only Mr. Freeze because it's
That's
all
fine.
part of Nolan's plan.
And
That's one thing I liked about Young Justice. There's an episode in the first series where there's like 8 different ice villains from
Yep.
across the DC universe, like all
Yeah, that was pretty
fighting
awesome.
together.
Yeah, that
Which
was.
That's a pretty
proof
cool idea.
which is proof positive that every hero has a Scarecrow themed villain and every hero has an ice themed villain.
Right.
It's
Now,
a law.
So
It is.
everybody, I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of detail. We're gonna learn more at E3, but everybody is excited for that. I take it, right?
I
Oh, yeah.
guess. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
more excited for the Marvel game.
Oh yeah.
Here's my
I
question.
really want to get the Spider-Man movie game. That's just me though.
I was
Hey,
just saying,
we're gonna talk
be
about that
getting
later, so
That looks
save
pretty
that.
cool.
Hey Joel, you sent me
Yes.
this news because I haven't been following it. But what's this 1 million moms versus gay superheroes?
okay, right. So 1 Million Moms is this right-wing busybody group who's got to protect the children from all the evil and indecency in the world.
Oh
Only,
fuck.
only,
That's what I'm saying.
Only here's the catch, though. They
God
call
damn.
themselves 1 million moms. We have more subscribers than they do. They're not even close. They're not even close to 1 million members, and that's why nobody takes them seriously.
No,
They
but
had
Just
actually,
two
wait a
really
minute.
bitchy women whose periods are synchronized.
Yeah, thank
Pretty
you.
much.
Like, I was about to say, Joe, are you saying that's why that like no one takes them seriously? I think the reason why no one takes them seriously is because they're a bunch of like intolerant bitches that just won't. They just be like, oh, think of the children. They might be confused by gay people. Like,
They're
oh my god.
Sheila Broflowski from South Park, essentially.
Basically,
Only not funny.
Okay,
They're
guys,
doing
now
Stupid.
Are you worried that they're going to start blaming Canada for this then?
Oh yeah, they're probably gonna end up
Soon
blaming
enough.
Canada.
Soon
okay,
enough,
so
I am worried.
speaking of this whole gay thing, I had a major rant about it because DC. This is gonna segue to our new news. They revealed that Alan Scott, the Green Lantern, is gay.
The original.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though
yeah,
nobody
original.
really knows who he is anymore.
Okay. So here's
Nobody
my
cares.
argument, right?
Big deal.
And that's what I was saying, and a lot of people were getting on my ass. They're like, you're just saying that because you don't like DC. It's like, no, I like DC. But here's my argument: they reveal a character who hasn't been relevant for about 40 years now as a Green Lantern, and
Yeah, I
make
don't
him
even know
gay,
what
right?
book he's in,
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't know what the fuck he's done, and they said it was an iconic character. And I'm one of the guys that's pushing for Aquaman being gay, and a lot of people are like, well, he's married and stuff. So it's like, here's my idea for it. What if he was gay the whole time? He was trying to hide it because he knows the world doesn't even accept him as being king of the seas. Wouldn't it have
Yeah, see,
been
if they
more
take the piss out of me for being
Right.
Aquaman.
right?
Yeah,
Wouldn't it
really.
have been more iconic if he's like, you know what, all those gay jokes about me being gay are true. I have to hide it because you guys don't accept me the way I am already.
Right. That'd be
So
a
why
good
did
thing
they
to
just
do.
make Aquaman
Holy
gay and
shit.
make someone actually iconic gay instead of giving us a throwaway piece of shit that's gonna go nowhere?
And don't get us started on that headline that our favorite person from that
That's
other
what I was gonna
website we
mention
won't
next.
Oh, fuck
that was
that
awful.
jackass. Dude, that pissed me off.
Yeah, that
Like,
is
jokes
just,
were bound to be made, but come on. Gay
that was just-
Lantern weakness to wood? Come on. What are you,
weakness to what
13?
becomes his lifestyle choice. I'm like, are you joking, dude? And then people get like, and no one gets on his case about it. Nobody.
We did. I sure as hell got on his case
You'll get
about
banned,
it.
so I mean, I did.
Oh, yeah, you get,
Nothing-
you get banned.
Nothing happened to me. I'm fine. He didn't do shit.
I
Hell,
read this thing actually I didn't hear about it, sorry. I heard it on a podcast. Kevin Smith was talking about it. Apparently Grant Morrison came out and said that he is of the belief that Batman is gay. And now if DC wanted to really be ballsy about it, they would have made Batman gay.
Well,
It
speaking of
would've.
being ballsy, like, in that same article, like people were complaining, they're like, oh, Spider, they made a black Superman. It's like, yeah, Superman 60, Earth 62. Who reads that? It was one throwaway issue. It's a piece of shit, and no one's ever gonna mention it. At least
Yeah.
Marvel had the balls to kill off Spider-Man and replace him with a new black character.
I
It
And
was
a good one,
amazingly
too.
written as well.
Oh
I
yeah.
give DC points for at least making a man gay. They could totally have backed out. It's like, oh, well, here's another woman who's gay.
Oh my god.
I give them
Oh,
points for that at least.
okay, here's another thing
DC
I've
would probably
read.
actually have done better if they did just say, oh, by the way, Wonder Woman's a lesbian.
Hey,
Because everyone would
here's-
be like,
here's
oh,
what
that's
I've
so hot.
Here's what I've read. It's a website that no one even goes to because you guys don't go to black sites.
Is it Hip Hop Gamer?
Actually, no. It was it's called World Star Hip Hop. No, I'm kidding. But that's actually a real site. But it's called Media Takeout, right? And
Okay.
they just post articles with over exaggerated headlines. So like I looked down and it was like, oh snap, DC made one of their major heroes gay. We always wondered about him. I'm like, Alan Scott? You guys don't even know who Spider-Man is.
Yeah,
I
I've
look-
always remembered that. Oh.
I still think they should have gone with my idea and make Captain Atom gay so they could do a gays in the military type story. Oh well.
Well,
I
they
guess
should
my
have made
ideas are better.
Superman gay to explain his costume, really.
Anyway, they already made Captain Atom gay in the Justice League movie from 1996 or whatever it was.
They did.
They had a scene where he's like limbering around on the floor underneath lasers and stuff just for fun. He was clearly gay.
I just don't understand why anyone like is against gay people. I just don't
know.
understand that.
It is kind of stupid in this generation.
Because
Yeah,
we
it
need
really
to
is.
protect the children,
I
apparently.
mean,
No.
hey,
They have-
guys, remember that whole interracial dating problem? Remember that?
No, Sean. They have legit complaints. They can't reproduce, thus they can't be together.
Are you again it?
See, now
I'm
that should
again
be for gays. It's like, at least they can't reproduce.
it. Yeah, dude,
It's funny,
It's like, what
bringing
are
it back
they
to that
saying exactly?
Million Moms thing. What was it? they said, "Oh, we don't want our kids being recruited into the gay lifestyle by these comic books." I'm like, "Oh yeah, because
Recruited?
everything in that was the word they used." I'm like, "Oh yeah, because everything in comic books is just so so doable and whatnot, like
Yeah,
like
and also-
flying and laser vision."
Yeah, and also people got all mad because of the gay marriage between North Star and what's his name,
Kyle.
But yeah, Kyle.
Yeah.
They got all mad because of that. They were like, keep that stuff out of comics. Hang on, let's read. Let's look back on our history. We
I
got
give
Peter
Marvel
and Mary
major props for
Jane.
that.
Yeah,
Really.
exactly. I mean, they got Peter and Mary Jane. We got Reed Richards and Sue Storm. We got like Black Panther and Storm. We got them, and they got all these marriage things. We got drug comics. We got pretty much everything in comics. And plus, you're saying keep that stuff out of comics. We want mindless action, heroes fighting.
No, we
But
don't.
then you complain when heroes fighting and mindless action.
Well,
you don't know what
you know
you're
It's a
something
doing.
damned
else?
if you're
It
do,
was
damned
either
if you
si-
don't kind of thing.
the big
In
thing
the
is
60s or 70s, there was an issue of Spider-Man where in a flashback, Peter Parker reveals that he was abused by a family member as a child.
Yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
So
Crack
it's
it
like
open,
they can get away with that in the 60s or
Yeah.
70s, and then
Yeah,
now
I mean,
two
remember-
men things
Remember when Speedy was a heroin junkie?
Uh-huh.
even
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're acting like this is like the first big these are the first gay superheroes out there. What about Hulkling and Wiccan?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like who?
What about
no one
Apollo
gives a
and
shit about-
Midnighter?
Yeah, exactly. Like and
People are
and like
just-
just like I said, I give like even when I was at Gamezilla a while ago, they had like this big like they were giving out these little postcards that looked like wedding invitations to the like the marriage between these two characters now, and I really give Marvel and even Marvel I give them props for that other thing they did. They're really good when it comes to this sort of thing, like for getting these characters married and even
Yeah.
for having
Marvel
that
is
story where
progressive.
like that deaf kid who Blue Ear, they made that character. Superhero
Yeah, that's
who's
cool.
Yeah, that was really nice, man.
yeah.
Hmm.
Of course, DC's all like, no, we have to make a big deal out of it. We're making an iconic character, Alan Scott, who, quite
No
frankly,
one gives a
one's
shit
heard of.
about.
Yeah, no one cares.
Right?
Here's my thing. If they were to give him his own book, I would have been happier. Like, okay, here is Alan Scott. He's gay now. Now follow his story.
Yeah, he
in this
hasn't
new
had a
book.
fucking actual comic book
No,
irrelevant since like the 60s.
I know. You know what they would have done to make me happier? Bring Renee Montoya back as the Question. Have a freaking
Thank you. I mean-
question.
Oh, that
book.
would have been awesome.
I've been wanting the Question back for ever since they was like, oh yeah, we're doing this New 52 thing. I'm like, dude, bring the Question back. Question has enough star power to hold its own, title.
Because
Like,
it's not
you know,
like DC doesn't have a great stable of gay characters. Well, granted, they're mostly women. Like I said, Renee Montoya, Maggie Sawyer, Batwoman. But not a lot of gay men. Well,
Yeah.
there's Bunker from the Teen Titans, but that's I think the only one I can think of at the moment.
Isn't Bunker like a gay stereotype?
He is, but I think it's like at the point of time that writers were too afraid to write a character to be flaming gay, and so that almost became more of a stereotype that they have to be gay, but they can't be flaming about it.
Yeah.
So I think in a way it's like the time is sort of right for Bunker, but I don't know.
Right. Makes sense.
Well, Grant Morrison said that he thinks Batman has always been gay, but if
Yeah.
they actually outright made him gay, he'd nobody would ever be interested in
Hey
him.
I
guys,
still-
so
Well,
last night I was real
they
bored, so
kind of
check
did.
out my poster I made for Arrow since CW and WB can't seem to actually make a good one.
All right.
I think it's better than everything they've put out to hype the show.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I actually,
Oh
It's
yeah,
very
that's
green
actually pretty
now.
good.
I just remember this now. I gotta ask you people this. You're talking about E3 a little earlier. You said I'm not sure which one of you said it, but I'm really excited for the next Spider-Man movie game. It's kind of weird that people were asked, and apparently Andrew Garfield isn't voicing Spider-Man in the game.
Wait,
Oh,
right,
why?
right.
I don't
But
know why.
Do you
but
really care? You can play as Stan Lee in this game.
I care. It's kind of
Yeah.
That's
weird.
enough.
Oh,
That
let's
sold it to me.
make a game based on a movie and not have the actor who plays him in the movie in the game.
Yeah,
That
but
happens all the time,
The
though.
Toy Story games,
Yeah,
or
it
the
happens.
Toy Story merchandise. Tom Hanks has never once voiced any of the toys or video games or anything. It's
I-
always
wasn't
his
it-
brother Jim Hanks.
Yeah, that's it. At first, I was thinking Jim Cummings for some reason. I don't know why.
No,
Sounds
that
like
was
a lot of
Brandon.
stuff.
Porn star name.
That's good.
No, the Pete from Goof Troop, that guy.
He's Winnie the Pooh too, Jim Cummings.
Yeah,
And
and he's
Tim
also the mask from.
Okay, so I don't know how we're talking about coming, but let's go back to talk about comics.
Oh, yeah,
let's
that's
go
right,
back to
Tom.
talk
The
about
Mask
Arnold
is
Schwarzenegger
animated
talking about
series
working
that was
out.
actually
We're
well
coming
done.
in. Let's talk about that.
Okay, well, here's what we're going to talk about. Avengers passes Dark Knight and Harry Potter for third highest grossing movie in history.
Who
Yay.
is shocked?
I know, right?
No one's shocked.
It was
Except-
bound to happen eventually.
And it's still going strong. I mean, it's still got at least 4 weeks till it's out of theaters, so...
Except like everyone, every Harry Potter fan and every quote unquote Batman fan is going ape shit over this. They're like, how dare they beat them?
And you know what? It beat Battleship, and that's all I cared about.
It is all I care about. I mean, it beat Battleship. It beat what's that friggin' that Snow White movie?
Oh, Huntsman?
Yeah, Snow White and the Huntsman.
What about Men in Black 3? That beat the Avengers when it came
Well,
out.
that was bound to happen, though. That had Will Smith behind it. Will
Yeah,
Smith
Will
always
Smith
opens very well.
Will Smith
So,
just
yeah,
comes
I'm
out,
going
starts
to cinema
rapping.
on Wednesday. I'm going to cinema on Wednesday to see Prometheus, but part of me just wants to go see Avengers again, just so it gets a little bit more money.
Dude,
Plus,
I
I
ain't-
really love that film.
yeah.
You know what? I just got to say to the fans, don't get bent out of shape, people. It's just a movie. It's just money. I mean,
It's just fun.
It's
I was gonna
just
say,
so
if
awesome.
if it breaks records, is it really going to, help or hurt your life in any way?
Yeah,
I mean, are you really
please.
that invested in the movie? Do you get a cut of the money? No, you don't. So unless you actually get a cut of the movie's profits, I don't want to hear any complaining.
If it's Chris Nolan, it affects his life a lot because it'll make it a lot less likely that The Dark Knight Rises is going to make more money than the
Right.
Avengers.
It'll
Yeah.
still do.
Alright,
Did you
so-
hear Christian Bale has actually said in an interview that he wouldn't mind coming back for a fourth one, but
Right,
only
so
in
if he
like
comes
20
back for a
years.
fourth movie, that means he probably doesn't die in this movie, so who cares?
Yeah, he said he wants to come back in 20 years and do like a Dark Knight Returns sort of thing.
Well, let's talk about that for a second, because no one said they're not
That'd
going
be
to address
cool,
the
actually.
Joker at all. So if they're not going to address the Joker,
That's fine by me.
eh,
Yeah, it's fine. fine.
Yeah, I guess.
Kind of glad of that. If they did,
I mean, come on,
it's still
it's-
Well, I
coming
want to know what happened to him, at least.
As a super
can't at
Bane
least-
fan, it's
Oh,
time
it's
for
just,
Bane
you know,
to shine.
You just assume he's still locked up.
Bane, you mean that sleep apnea guy they got in the movie? It's not
You know what
fucking
I mean,
Bane.
Armin.
That's
You know
not
what
Bane.
I
I'd
mean.
be that stuff.
It isn't Bane. It really isn't.
We had that whole argument about Bane as a revolutionary, and what did I do in the comments page on Facebook? I cited no less than 5 instances where Bane has been a revolutionary.
Yeah, I mean, Bane is a revolutionary character. I mean, the guy will fight back against, like, opposition.
Topples corrupt governments when he
Yeah,
went to the
but-
Scarsus or whatever, rallied a rebel tribe against a tyrant. He does it all the time.
I mean, and basically, Bane is a good guy. I don't see why he's always a villain. Why can't he just be an actual DC hero? I don't get
Well,
that.
I'd
He
love
was
to
in
see
Secret
Bane in
Six,
the
he
new
was a good
movie.
It's all part of Nolan's
Something.
plan.
Same with Riddler. Riddler was a good guy up until the reboot, actually, for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go through a little bit of the guys that just kind of wrote into us to split up this news. So
Right on.
we have one of the guys that normally writes in. I always butcher the name, so I'm gonna keep doing that. That's Wach Borg. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Whoa,
Um,
crap, the
yeah.
Borg, they're coming?
So pretty much he comments on. He sent me a bunch of videos of just people that were like praising Avengers like 3 weeks ago, kind of just shitting all over it now, saying it was bad, typical alien invasion shit, bad CG, blah blah
I hate
blah.
when people do that. Just stick with your
How can you
opinions.
look at that movie and say,
Oh good, I wanted
how
to
can you
talk
look at
about
the Hulk in that movie and say it's bad CGI?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean-
you can't do that.
This
I
happens
just
all
don't know
the
what,
time
what
with
the hell
everything.
people are doing. So yeah.
Yeah, they were probably just playing with their penises, like, while they're just, like, they're not even looking at the movie, like, whatever.
I
The
have
problem
this
is,
theory.
people write reviews trying to agree with other people, hoping to get some of like the more popular people.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, remember what
And then
I
as
said?
soon as people start dumping on the movie, they do that as well.
Yeah, that's the same thing I
All
said.
just money.
Remember what I said about like that one dude doing a YouTube video on that. If one reviewer said, "Oh, any type of thing, any type of medium, like a TV show, video game, a movie," if one person says like it's good and the majority of people say it's good, then everybody's gonna say it's good. Or if one reviewer that they trust say it's bad, everyone's gonna say it's bad. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that it was terrible. You didn't even see the movie." Okay, here's what I say. If you go see the movie. Okay, are you laughing? Yes. Good. Are you enjoying yourself? Good. Are you going to listen to that reviewer? No.
Yeah, I don't understand why people can't formulate their own opinion. Instead, they have to go with the mass crowd.
Exactly.
Like that's
I have
one
a
thing
theory.
that's one thing when Ben was talking, to try to get on the show when I was looking at people, and he was like, I like Green Lantern. I was like, all right, I want this guy to be a part of the podcast. Because obviously he can formulate an opinion without
And
having to
stick
go
by
with the
it.
norm.
And
So,
hell,
yeah,
you were
exactly.
right about that.
Despite us browbeating him every single week.
Well, that's what we do.
Basically. No, but and
You,
also
you
like,
damn right I can form my own opinion.
No,
he
no,
has
you
a
gotta stick
brain.
to what
I do
people-
Barney reviews for God's sakes. I can form any damn opinion I want.
He just sings in a podcast, I love you. No, but for real, like seriously, form your own opinion. Like, I'm playing Alpha Protocol. How many
Oh, that's
people
a
have
good game.
Yeah, how many people have said that was a bad game? I actually like it.
Every
That game is
review I saw said that was a piece of shit game. I bought it on Steam for $3. I would have totally paid $40 at the time that
Yeah,
game came out to
exactly.
play that shit.
I paid $15 for that thing at Play and Trade. I was like, this better be good. I actually played it. I was like, dude,
Yep.
the RPG elements and stuff, the sneaking, the espionage and all that.
Yeah,
choosing
it's great.
choosing
I've-
what to say to people. I was like, dude, this is actually, it's like Mass Effect, but still, I don't care. Mass Effect was a good game. This is
Yeah.
good.
I have a thesis I've been trying to put together for a while now and trying to put it into words. I
So
think,
here comes a new Clash of the Titans review.
yeah, yeah, for real, right? I think something can only get so popular so quickly before backlash is inevitable, and it happens for everything.
Uh-huh.
If something gets really popular really quickly, and I think a lot of that is, I think. I think trailers and commercials do a terrible job of it, where they're like, Avengers, the best reviewed movie in the country. Avengers, your life is not complete until you see this movie. And then you get, average, Joe Popcorn like, well, I don't usually go in for them superhero-y movies, but if the commercials say it's the best movie, I guess I should go see it then.
Right,
Then
right.
they do.
I could just see the father like sitting there drinking his beer. He's like, "Well, my son liked them faggot superheroes, so I guess I might as well see it since America says it's gay."
Yeah,
There's a guy in there named Captain America.
And then
Captain
eventually it gets to the point where it's like, oh, I'm so sick of people saying this is the greatest thing ever. You know what? It's not that good. I'm going to tell people it's not that
Right,
good.
right.
And that happens with everything. It's not just Avengers. It happens all the time.
Well, with Avengers, I could see, like, for people, it may not be an amazing film in itself, but it's a damn good comic book movie.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say, it's not
yeah.
Citizen Kane. It's not going to change the way
When-
I think about the world.
Yeah.
But goddamn it, I enjoyed it.
No.
It's not
Yep.
a great
Yeah,
film,
when you're watching
but it's
it-
a great movie.
Right.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And The
I mean,
Dark Knight's
you're
trying to be
watching
a
it-
great film.
Well, I was talking to a
That's the
few
problem.
guys at my work, and we were talking about that yesterday, and we were all like, what's the best comic book movie? And I was like, well, the best comic book movie is The Dark Knight, but the best movie that is a comic book is The Avengers. And honestly, that's really the truth. I mean, if it's just based loosely on a comic book, you have to look at The Dark Knight, because that movie really is. It's a great movie. But if
Yeah,
you're
it's-
going to look at the perfect comic book movie, you look at Avengers because it's fucking perfect.
Yeah,
Like,
it's literally a translation
right,
from what's
they
on the
literally
page.
took the
comic
comic.
book
I'd still say The Batman Begins is the best.
Oh, I think Batman Begins is a better Batman movie, hands down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But I think it's a better movie.
You see-
Just everything about it.
I
is
thought
just
the
Screw that,
fight
Batman
scenes,
Forever.
like, no one could not direct the fight scene during Batman Begins. It was just
If
so
I could be-
loose.
Yeah, it was so
Yeah,
choppy
but
and stuff.
didn't
Like, you
have to
couldn't
see
tell what was
him
going
fight, that's
on.
the thing. But then he's not particularly great at doing action
Well,
fight scenes in any movie.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Some directors
If I
have
can
their
be frank,
weakness.
really, like with Avengers or with a good chunk of these movies, when you're reading a comic book, you're intended to have fun when you're reading the comic book and have a good story. Avengers, I've never had more fun in the theater in my life watching that
Same
movie.
here.
Suspension of
I've seen it-
disbelief is an
See,
important
that's how
thing.
I felt until a few days ago when I saw The Room in theaters, and that was
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of fun. I mean, people throwing footballs, people throwing spoons, people eating
oh,
pizza.
everyone was throwing plastic spoons at the screen. It was
That's
so-
awesome. So,
Every single time that
Well, like-
picture of Spoon came on screen, everyone in the audience shouted "Spoon!" and just started throwing tons and tons of spoons. The end, when the lights came up at the end, the entire front of the cinema was just covered in them. It
now,
was brilliant.
a lot of people have asked to set this, and I mean, this has been a constantly asked question. Since we gave Spider-Man issue 2, Ultimate Spider-Man, we gave that pretty much our highest. It was like, what, a 9.5 out of 10?
I think so.
Everybody's been asking, what's it really take to get a number 10? And Joel, don't say anything, but that
Okay, I won't.
the first number 10 reviewed comic by us is going up on Tuesday.
Ooh.
I gotta say, Joel, I gave Joel this review. He did it, and I received it, and I was like, I really don't know, because I don't believe this. And then I sat down and read the issue, Yeah, it's a 10.
I felt crazy for a little bit.
No, I
honestly
completely
did.
agree with it. Like, I had to catch up on it, all the issues, and I read it. I was like, no, this is perfection.
You should have seen me. I was smoking cigarettes at 3 in the morning. I got the shakes going on. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. 10. Oh god.
You're like a crazy writer.
I think I
Yeah,
can guess.
pretty much.
I think I can guess it. It's All-Star Batman and Robin, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right,
most
Ben.
yeah,
You
most
get a cookie.
definitely. I mean, that's actually right. I mean, he just like, oh man, that issue where he calls like Dick retarded, that was amazing.
Then locks him in the Batcave and talks about his mother.
Makes him eat rats.
Okay, and this one is from.
touched your breast.
Oh god, here goes more name butchering. This guy, Mexican maybe, I don't know. Jesus Christ, Jer Rujan Chavez. Jean-Luc Chavez.
Hola, mi amigo.
He's asking if we're going to keep doing Ultimate Spider-Man, and if we're going to review the Spider-Man event, and if we're going to do Smallville. And yes, we're going to keep doing all those.
Dude, he just laid out our entire plan.
Yes,
Damn
yes,
it.
and yes.
Yeah, I mean, he knew exactly what we were gonna do. I mean, of course we're gonna do
I
Spider-Man.
am definitely gonna pick up Spider-Man.
Dude, I'm picking up Spider-Man. That's gonna be good.
Oh, that's going
I
to...
can't wait for that.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know when it comes out though.
Oh, it
I
comes out
thought
in
you
2
hated
weeks.
it because they listened to Storm Sync.
Oh God, people
Now,
that listen to fucking
The
Storm
next
Sync.
one is from Wild Spider 5. I think he's written in before, and he asks, what's our favorite Marvel movie score / soundtracks? To me, it's Captain America.
Oh, Thor, without a
Oh,
doubt.
actually,
It's
no.
soaring, it's orchestral. I don't think there's any beating Thor.
Okay, I'm
Spider-Man
gonna be at
2.
a tie. Thor and Captain America were both fucking phenomenal.
Spider-Man 2 for me, but
Thor is actually pretty good, but I'm gonna have to go with Captain America. Why?
Star Spangled Man.
Yes, Star Spangled Man. That's
That
the
was an
reason.
original song, which was
Yeah,
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But Thor has Foo Fighters. I mean, come on, Foo Fighters.
I don't like Foo Fighters. I like Star Spangled Man.
That's Kat Dennings, huge tits, so that...
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
the
okay,
only
yeah,
one
you're
here who
right.
doesn't like one actually made by Marvel.
What?
I'm sorry.
I'm
what?
the only one who likes fucking Spider-Man 2 soundtrack.
Oh, no, I love the
I like
That's a
the
good
Spider-Man
soundtrack.
Yeah,
I
Spider-Man 2.
thought we was talking about the Marvel only movies kind of thing.
I
Oh,
think we should
yeah.
talk about...
Like Iron
Oh,
Man,
Marvel only
also.
movies.
Thor.
Captain America. If it's Marvel only, definitely Captain America. First
Okay,
Star
if I'm gonna
Spangled
go
Man.
through the whole
That
Marvel
song's fucking
universe
awesome.
and pick one movie, I have to go with Blade 2. Dude, all
Basically.
those sweet techno beats and everything, just the
Dude,
soundtrack
no.
is phenomenal.
No, Blade 1.
Oh, yeah.
With the blood shower scene, that was cool.
And of
Oh,
course,
that
the
was
best Blade movie ever, Blade 3.
Oh, yeah, with
With
Ryan
my
Reynolds.
buddy Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
Oh, Ryan, we all love Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is
I
actually a
love the
good
music in
actor.
Blade 3. It's just
He's
as
the
good
greatest
as
I
actor.
keep saying every week, he's a good actor. Just give him a fucking good script for
Yeah,
once.
just give him a good movie, like the one he did with Denzel Washington recently.
Yeah, I never saw that.
No one?
Safe
no,
House.
That
Yeah,
was a
Safe
horrible
House.
movie.
I'm afraid to see anything after Green Lantern, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. He scared me away.
He
Give him a
scared
movie
me
like
away like a gay superhero in them comic books.
Oh my god.
give him a movie like
Justin Bieber, the comic book? What?
I
Oh,
said-
speaking of which, the situation is getting a comic book.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
are
the
you
situation
kidding me?
gets a comic book.
God damn it.
Yeah, man.
I remember reading that at my the performing arts show I went to. I read that story, and even though there was audience out there, I yelled out, "What the fuck is this shit?" And the whole like they all looked like, "The fuck?
What's his power?
What was that?"
He's super tanned and super obnoxious.
Yeah, that's a superpower. He's like, oh man, the ladies love me.
Huge fan.
He sprays like a ton of Axe on himself, and then the ladies just come running. It's like a giant
damn
Axe
You're-
commercial, basically.
Perfect name for him. It's Douche Man. Da da da.
Well, he already
Oh,
kind of has a superhero name. He calls
You
himself the Situation, for crying out loud.
The situation. I would have loved it if JWoww made a cameo.
Talking of awful things that should not be, I was listening to a podcast earlier, and luckily it was a couple of years old, but for a second I almost had a heart attack. It was a rumour started a few years ago that Justin Bieber was in talks to be Marty McFly in the Back to the Future remake.
Oh, I
Oh,
remember that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Uh,
Dude, I would have a mini heart attack too. I'll be like, dude, no. No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
instead of-
you'd be keep going, you'd just be saying no to yourself as you're buying a
Yeah.
gun.
Well, it ain't happening
Yeah,
now. He's in
attaching
jail.
the sniper rifle.
yeah, I mean, seriously, I mean, instead of doing Johnny Be Good, he'll be doing one of Justin
Baby,
Bieber's. Yeah, he'd be like, baby, baby, and then like people in the 50s will be like, what?
Don't
Hey,
worry,
Rick
guys. His
Astley.
15 minutes of fame will be over soon enough.
Like I said, he's going to fucking jail, so they're probably already over.
I would beat the
Uh.
hell out of Justin Bieber. Oh,
I would-
there goes our last of the female demographic.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, what female demographic?
We got a female demographic.
One.
Surprisingly.
Just one.
Yeah, my mother listens to this show. We clearly have a female demographic.
Your mother listens to the show, then how does she not have a heart attack yet?
Oh, she's already very ashamed of me, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
okay.
Yeah, so okay, good.
This
No,
is
she's not
nothing
even-
new.
She's not even ashamed that you're doing like penis jokes and all that. She just like, why is there a black guy on the cast? Should
Racist
I
white
lock?
people.
Should I lock my doors? What? Should I
Okay,
hide
so-
my
so
wallet?
Speaking of
Alright.
black guys that shouldn't be anywhere,
What the?
Josh
Choose
Trank,
your
the
next
director
words
of
carefully.
Chronicle, is going to direct Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Eh.
Josh Trank, of course, is the
Wait,
Chronicle
what's
guy.
Don't ask how that ties into anything.
You just
Segues are
It ties
hard.
into Chronicle, which is comic book.
just gave me a-
I mean,
Baby,
Chronicle was
baby.
awesome.
Yes,
Yeah, I
it
love it.
Yeah, Chronicle is awesome.
I've talked to so many
I
people
can't
that hate
stand
the shit out of
the guy
that movie.
that wrote it. Though.
Why do people hate Chronicle?
How can you hate
I just
Chronicle?
don't
There's
like the
something in
guy
there
who
for
wrote
everyone.
the thing.
You do it. I don't know how you can do it. I really don't.
I hate Max Landis. I'll say that now.
Max
Purely
Land.
because of that Death
writer?
of Superman video he did, where he completely misunderstood the entire point of the whole thing and just pissed on it. It was basically Storm Sync with a budget.
Something with a budget.
Ouch.
Now the question is, of course, how is he going to turn the story of Shadow and Colossus that has very little dialogue and pretty much only three main characters: the horse, the girl, and the hero? How is he going to turn that into a found footage movie? I just don't know.
He's gonna turn into a found footage movie in like the like the 2nd century. But like, okay, we're gonna have the Stone Age or whatever.
They found a load of
Stone's
etchings
iPhone?
in a cave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stone's iPhone, the Stone phone.
I don't know
Well,
how many of
his-
you have seen Troll Hunter, but if they can make
Oh,
the monsters,
Troll Hunter's a fucking amazing movie.
if they
I
can
love
make the
that.
monsters look half as cool in that as they were in Troll Hunter, I think we'll be in for a
Yes,
really cool
completely
movie.
agree. Okay, so another piece of news is a new Thor villain cast, and Thor was pushed back, actually pushed a couple weeks earlier to November 2013. Yay!
Yay.
Well, why are they releasing it in November? That's my big question.
They're starting production halfway through Iron Man. They don't want to do two at once.
Yeah.
It's something
Oh,
about a tax
The
break or
winter
something.
season seems to be getting more popular since Avatar came out as well, so
Yeah, very much so.
kind of makes sense.
Come see the feel-good Christmas movie of the summer. Thor's beating the shit out of some guy in the street.
That makes me feel good.
Well, the girls go and see it because all the girls at the moment are in love with Loki.
Yeah, I mean, dude, everybody
Yeah.
loves Loki. I mean, that's
Dude,
a good thing.
I'm
Like,
a hetero
Everybody
telling
loves
I
Loki.
love Loki.
Loki.
Tell you what though, if I see a T-shirt saying like Team Loki or Team Thor, I might just have to give up on Marvel.
Yeah.
Now,
Just because you know that the Twilight girls are going in for the same stuff, and
yeah,
I
because
can't-
they don't know anything about comics. They just watch the movies and get everything wrong.
Oh,
Yeah,
Team Thor!
we said they cast a new villain. Didn't even say what villain got cast. It's the dude from Casino Royale. The villain in that, the dude
Yep,
who
yep.
cries blood.
The guy who was like so forgettable that nobody knows who he is.
He was better than the guys in Quantum of Solace, but that's a whole nother podcast.
Suck that. Don't get me started on that piece of shit.
I didn't much care for it, but yeah, so it's going to be that dude. We're pretty sure he's playing the Executioner, and Enchantress is going to be in it too.
I hope it's
He's
Enchantress.
playing Thanos.
I was hoping that like Surtur
They
would be
pull a
in there.
Smallville, and Thanos now takes to Earth in human form and disappears into a pup of ravens.
I see what you did there.
There'll also
Yes.
be a scene where Hawkeye has to fight an old granny.
Get on the ground. He hits her with the arrow.
Is it Granny Goodness? Because in which case I'd be totally
That
for
happened
it.
in Smallville. Green
Oh, wow.
Arrow and Granny Goodness.
He
That's what
kills
I was
all 3 Darkseid minions with 3 arrows in 2 seconds.
Say what?
Even though it took Clark like a whole season just to like even get close.
Uh-huh.
And people wonder
That's
why I
why-
don't watch Smallville.
That's
Yeah.
why the finale sucked. Well, one of the many.
So
Not
the
even
comic
the
makes up for it.
Yeah.
Season 11 Smallville was so awesome. Especially the most recent issue. If you guys haven't been reading it, you need to pick up just the most recent issue.
Why would I
Okay,
read that
so-
when I'm reading Avengers versus X-Men?
So,
Do you know who Hank Henshaw
Yeah.
is?
don't remind me Avengers vs. X-Men, 'cause I might want to commit suicide.
It's the new
So
Clone
good.
Saga of the
No, no,
Avengers universe.
Actually, that's your new Flashpoint.
Ah, don't mention Flashpoint.
No, it's funny because my friend Christian brought that up. He was like, "Yo, what's the deal with Flashpoint? I'm so confused." And he's like, "You're the comic book guy, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't know nothing about Flashpoint, dude. I can't
You'll get
explain
when
that
the
to
movie
you."
comes out. 'cause
Nobody
they're
can
making
explain
a
Flashpoint.
movie,
Even the
yeah.
writers who wrote the thing can't explain
It's
it.
it's funny, all these events happening right now, you know, like Night of the Owls in DC and the Avengers versus X-Men and Marvel, remind me now more than ever the two companies' different approach to continuity. Where in Marvel, continuity informs the story. In DC, continuity is the story.
Uh-huh. Except they throw it out the window every 2 years to do a crisis to fuck everything up.
Yeah,
Let's do
well.
a crisis movie and just like bring
Well, like-
everything.
I really do hope someday, though, that I know it's probably never gonna happen now, but you know, like how Warner Brothers owns DC and Disney owns Marvel. I really hope that they can get out of their asses and be like, you know what, we should make one more comic where the Avengers team up with the Justice League or some
That'd be
shit
so
like that.
awesome.
That
Especially
would
with
be.
today's artists and writers. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
They need
the
to
nine-
go like, oh, Dumbo and Bugs Bunny were both in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Maybe let's do a movie where
Yeah,
Well,
maybe there's still a chance.
Well, it
Yeah.
happened in the '90s. Justice League and Avengers crossed over, and it was one of the most awesome comics I ever read. Mainly through the
I'm
fact that
talking in movies.
a
Then
movie
they did
be
the
tough.
Amalgam
If
universe.
they did that in a movie, both studios would make so much money. It
Yeah,
would be
they would
insane.
destroy everything.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they'll be like, "What is Citizen Kane?"
If the Avengers made as much money as it did now, and it's just Avengers, if it had Justice League in there too, damn.
No, dude, imagine
Everyone
if,
would be happy.
Iron Man
imagine
versus
new
Batman.
Avengers.
That is all you need, and you'd break every box office record.
Batman versus the Avengers. Okay, somehow
Men's
Batman
Tech
has to
versus
win.
Start, and it's like they're competing in the business world. Nolan can direct this because it's all about finances and stuff like that. And just have Iron Man and Batman facing off. That'd just be so awesome.
I'd
Mm.
like that. Actually, you know, speaking of Nolan that we brought up again, one of the things that I really like about Begins and Dark Knight is the themes of the movie. Because, you know, Begins was all about fear, Dark Knight was all about chaos. What theme do you think they're going to be running with in the third one? when they
Money
finally come-
makes the world go
Yeah.
round.
It certainly seems that way, doesn't it? You're not off point at all, Ben, actually. It certainly seems that way. And here's what scares me. If you remember at the end of The Dark Knight, Batman defeated the Joker, who is essentially a terrorist, by wiretapping the entire city. How politically is this movie going to fall? Is this going to fall on a conservative side or a liberal side? Because we already know there's like a Occupy
Bruce
Wall
Wayne
Street.
gets sued for phone hacking.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I wonder. I wonder
Rupert
what
Murdoch
side
comes in and bails out Batman.
Oh,
Oh,
that
you
would
should
be
get me
awesome.
back in the game. That's the scene.
All right, guys. So I went ahead and made just a list of the movies that are coming out over the next 2 years for comic books. I'm just gonna quickly read it and tell me what your reaction is after. All right.
Howard the
Right on.
Duck the remake.
So
Okay.
we got May 2013. We got Iron Man 3. June we
Eh.
got Man of Steel.
Yeah.
July we got Wolverine 2. November we got Thor. And then
Hey.
April 2014 we got Captain America 2. May we got Amazing Spider-Man 2. July we got First Class Part 2. And then also in 2014 we have 2 more Marvel movies that aren't confirmed and a rumored Lobo movie.
Ooh, Lobo! I love
Dude,
Lobo.
there's so much shit coming
Played
out.
by The Rock.
I know Lobo might be played by The Rock. That was another piece of news.
Well, I like The Rock, so why not?
Yeah, Dwayne
Well,
Johnson.
He's
Yeah.
proven he's big enough to be Lobo, and he's proved he can do comedy. So maybe I don't know.
thought of it. A
Yeah.
little pops up. Get this somewhere.
That's just smart. And he's like, he's just like, just bring it. He's just telling people to bring it.
I mean, Lobo is basically a big, crazy wrestler from space. So
is cooking.
yeah, exactly. So if they did that, that might actually work. I don't think I've ever been excited by The Rock's presence in a
I mean,
movie
seriously,
before.
Lobo does the people's eyebrow, like in that one episode of Voyager.
Yeah.
That one
It
episode
worked.
he was fighting 7 of 9. He just like all of a sudden he just walks on. I'm like, is that The Rock? And then he just does the people's eyebrow, and everybody's like, yeah.
Yeah.
As insane as it
Hulk
sounds,
Hogan.
it might work.
Lobo's gonna break you down, brother.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan is a villain.
Yeah, I just hope they don't take it seriously. I hope if they do it as a comedy, and they realize that Lobo is supposed to be silly and he's supposed to be over the top.
Yeah, I mean,
They need to
he's
get the directors of Ghost Rider 2 involved.
yeah.
Oh
get
my
that.
god, a Lobo movie by the Crank guys would be fucking insane.
Yeah, that would be. They the perfect guys to do it. They know
No,
how
but the
to handle
people
it.
like I expected the Dark Knight
Deadpool as well.
Yeah, I mean, Ben is right. Like, yeah, people would be like, I expected more from this movie about the guys from that did Crank. I mean, come on, you've seen Crank. I mean,
Crank 2 is like one of my favorite action movies of the last decade.
Uh-huh.
So,
I mean, it's like, what do you expect when they say made by the guys that did Crank? Do you expect Shakespeare?
Yes. No, and I wouldn't want Shakespeare. I want crazy.
I expect
balls
Ghost
the walls.
Rider to hold his skull up and go, to be or not to be.
That'd actually be a fucking
Forsooth,
awesome scene.
saith I.
I mean, I want another flamethrower scene. Oh.
Anything
so,
else?
I think that sums it up for news.
Yeah, we covered
Yay.
a shit lot. We
Yeah.
don't do a show for a week, and there's an avalanche of news to catch up on.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
So, do we want to get into some voicemails here?
Voice
yes.
Yeah, let's do
All
it.
right, let's do some.
Voicemails.
We'll listen to it, and then we'll reply to the whole thing. Yeah. Some of these, some of the guys, one of the guys called in twice just for different things. So yeah, but let's start.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is Alan B749. I just really want to commend you guys on the show. You guys do a hell of a job. I listen to you guys at work, and you guys really get me through the day. Because my job is kind of boring. But anyway, I mean, with regards to the show, I mean, big ups to you guys. I think you deserve your own freaking satellite radio show for this. But anyway, just a couple things, I want to get across to you guys. The Ultimate Spider-Man, I really like the way you guys do the reviews on that, and I've been following it since number 1. And because of that, I've gone back to the old Ultimate Spider-Man and read it all the way through. And, it's just great stuff. I wanted to see what you guys thought about the new trailer for the Spider-Man game.
All right, so
Thanks,
Yeah.
Can we
Alan.
address his,
Now that
question?
is how you. Now that's how
Yes.
you do a call, everybody.
yeah, I know.
That is how you kiss our ass. Learn from that guy.
No.
There's 4
that's how
pizza
you-
rolls in the mail for you.
four.
but-
I'm sending like
Yeah,
8.
I'm gonna send 10. Shoot. But for real, like, yeah, he's right. We should get our own like satellite radio show.
I should pretty much be
And
like
get
Howard
paid
Stern.
big
I'm just
bucks
gonna
for
sit
it.
around naked telling bitches to get on dildos.
Actually, I'm the only one that's gonna walk in naked. Like, I'm just gonna walk into the booth. They'll be like, Sean, what the? And I'm like, yeah, what's up?
So, and also he did call right after to mention some more stuff. So I'm just gonna play that and then we're gonna reply to all of it. All right.
Right on.
Okey-dokey.
So definitely, yeah, good stuff. Here we go.
Hey guys, this is Alan B749, and I just really want to thank you guys for, first of all, giving the Ultimate Spider-Man number 2 an award, because that clearly deserved it, and I'm glad somebody did do that, because that second comic book was, I mean, it was fucking ridiculously awesome, man, seriously. And I'm not even a big comic book reader. Like, I've become one within, like, the last, like, year and a half. But that shit was just so, freaking great. It doesn't even make sense. But I wanted to see what you guys thought on the Amazing Spider-Man game, and how well you think it's going to compare to the Spider-Man 2 game, just, as far as, as far as playability and stuff like that. And lastly, The Dark Knight, I really want to thank you guys for actually saying something about that movie, because for a long time I really felt like I was, quote unquote, in the closet about that movie, because a lot of people were like, yeah, this movie is great, it's awesome, and this and that, and I just really didn't see it. But I kind of kept my mouth shut, because I figured, well, maybe it's something wrong with me, maybe it's something I'm not seeing. But I mean, what you guys said on the show last week about Christopher Nolan taking the essence out of Batman. That's the same exact thing I said to my friend last week, and he just stripped the Batman-ness out of Batman. Like in The Dark Knight, he's in the parking lot and he's like fighting Scarecrow, and Scarecrow like knocks him off of the car, and it's like between that scene, him getting hit, and Scarecrow driving and he crashes on top of the car. That scene should have skipped to that scene instead of seeing like a basically like beat up Batman like stumbling to the edge of the building like jumping.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad that people are actually fucking starting to say something about Batman.
I really want to know what we think of the game.
Yeah, let's get to that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, let's get to
Dude,
it.
I'm so excited for the game.
Like,
Yeah,
I already gave my
love that he
opinion
brought
on
up
the voice
Spider-Man
actor.
2 game. I love that he brought up Spider-Man 2 because that is
Me
my
too.
favorite.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2
That's
was.
my favorite superhero video game until Arkham Asylum City came out. My favorite one ever.
Yeah, until Ultimate Spider-Man for me.
Oh, Ultimate Spider-Man was great. Yeah.
It
I've
looks good.
got Ultimate Spider-Man, but there was a glitch with my disc where every time I try and save, it deletes the entire game. So every time
Oh,
I
it
play
does
it,
that for me
start
too, because I
again.
had it for the GameCube.
Never
Yeah,
did
I
that.
literally fight Venom once, meet Wolverine, and then I basically have to start again from scratch because there's no way I'm going to play through the entire game in one sitting.
That sucks.
Well, like
Yeah.
this new one, a lot of people are bitching about the camera with this new Spider-Man game. I think the camera looks great when you're, especially like when you're swinging around. It looks like freaking.
Yeah, I mean,
amazing.
The
See,
whole
all
web
people
rush
see
thing
is
looks
video.
awesome.
Yeah, they're trying to capture like the true essence of being Spider-Man, like like the adrenaline and all that, like what he sees when he's just zipping through the city.
Plus,
I'm still
people don't know how it plays. All they've seen is videos. I mean, the camera could be manipulated for the
Right.
video.
Yeah, exactly. Have you put the controller in your hand and actually put the disc in the system? No, then shut up.
I'm
Play
still
it for an hour
kind of
and then
scared
get
that it's
back to us.
connected to a movie. Is all I'm saying. I'm still kind of scared that it's connected to a movie.
Well, it was in
Yeah.
development for 2 years, and that makes me very
Yeah, 'cause
less.
Enox has
worried.
usually been around a 1-year cycle between Spider-Man games, so this is
So-
good news to know they had more time, so they're just shoving out shit.
Mm.
But we hear
Final
that
Gadget
all the
time.
time,
Final
though. It's
Gadget
like, oh
time.
no, this was in development before. We swear.
Shattered Dimensions was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Shattered Dimensions was good, but Edge of Time was kind of meh.
Yeah.
Just
But except
See-
the only thing good about Edge of Time is like the Miles Morales suit. That's me personally.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
the story of Edge of Time itself is actually pretty good, and I really like Val Kilmer as the villain, but that's pretty much it.
Val Kilmer's in it.
Yeah, he was the villain.
So, do you want to
no.
comment on anything else? Because I think we beat the dead horse on Dark Knight. Everybody who listens to
Basically.
this knows how we feel
Dude, no,
about it.
we didn't even beat the Dead Horse.
Actually,
we cut its head off and gutted it.
One last thing about
Actually-
Dark Knight Rises. We're not there yet. The new banners they released and the new TV spots. A mixed bag, but I felt some of it was actually pretty good. The banners,
Yeah.
I
way
like the
better than
banners
the
a lot.
posters.
Well,
Yes.
at least
And the TV spots are better than the theatrical trailer.
I know,
Is
right?
that
What's up
even
with that?
possible?
That's
But
crazy.
then Avengers did the same thing. We had so many awesome Avengers TV spots as well.
well, like even going back to the game, the Spider-Man game, just for a second. Since I was saying earlier that Andrew Garfield's not playing Spider-Man, it's rumored that Josh Keaton's playing him. Do you think they should go with him, or they should get someone else?
Honestly, I don't even
Josh
care. It's
Keaton.
fine.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah, I love Josh.
Get Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh yes, Neil Patrick Harris. That would be
Neil
great.
Patrick Harris is awesome as Spider-Man.
Oh man, that actually reminded me of something. Speaking of Josh Keaton with Spider-Man, in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes series, Josh Keaton was gonna play Spider-Man. Like they actually had him in there, but then they dubbed him over with Drake Bell at the last minute.
Dude, that is just wrong.
All right, so yeah, thanks for calling in, dude. Yeah, let's go to that next voice.
Never call
That's a pretty
again.
awesome message.
Yep.
Ever.
Yeah, man, that's a great guy. I'm
All
gonna
right,
send him like
so-
15 pizza rolls.
I'll send him some bath salts.
Here we go. I like this one. This one's the bomb. Wow.
Oh yeah, well, shut up.
Fuck,
Shut up.
At first, I
Well, that
thought
was
we weren't
bound to
supposed to
happen
laugh.
eventually.
I thought we weren't supposed to laugh or talk during voicemails, but dude, I couldn't. That was just awesome. It's just, dude, I actually I would like to thank that guy for calling in. That was awesome.
Thanks for keeping us humble, dude.
That was awesome. Okay.
We got another kind of gem that's like that. I'll play it right now.
All right.
What was
Well
Wait,
said,
wait,
sir. Well said.
Wait a minute. Does Bowser listen to our podcast? What was that?
Here, let's just play it one more time 'cause it's so good.
Oh, those tacos I ate.
I think he was eating Doritos.
I know he sounds sick. Oh, fuck you, these Doritos, too many.
Hang on, I must go to my laptop and say fuck you to everybody.
Sounds like strong bad Homestar Runner.
Yeah.
Was that Mr. Plinkett's son? What was that?
Baby, son of Plinkett.
Gay.
Yeah.
Fuck gay.
That was dude, play the gay one back again.
I don't even know where all these are disappearing. Hold on a second. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
This is just for us, guys. Just for us.
That's just so awesome.
Get this guy on our show now.
So who's gonna reply to any of those? Who's got to say what?
No,
I think we said everything that was needed
yeah.
to be said.
already made my jokes on the on that growling Bowser type of guy.
So let's play another one here.
Okay.
I listen to these like a
Let
one.
me guess. He's gonna go egg. Egg.
Next, you're an ag.
Comics the Cast. This is Mark, a.k.a. Blake Black Hatman, and I meant to call you last week, but I didn't because I'm a slacker. Sorry. But my favorite comic book movie is Hellboy, if I could speak. And the reason is because I like it more than the other ones. To go into details, because Ron Perlman's really funny and I enjoy the film. It's just a good dark romp. So, again, I think you guys are great, and you can be a little less awesome, honestly, because you're making me look bad. Pretty much everybody else. So, have a good one. Bye.
That big black hat man is awesome. He's over
Yeah,
at Manic Expression. He's a good guy. And yeah, Hellboy. Awesome movie.
Oh, Hellboy, yeah, like
too,
that's a
especially.
great movie.
I didn't hear most of this. But what was he saying? It was kind of glitchy and cluttered from my end.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it very well either.
Oh, he just pretty much said his favorite movie's Hellboy. He thought Ron Perlman was awesome. Yeah.
Which he is in frickin' everything Ron Perlman owns.
Oh, of course.
He was even awesome in that that issue of the Smallville season.
Oh yeah, he was great in that issue.
He's great in Sons of Anarchy. He does the villain there.
He just hops onto the panels and just starts acting, and then hops right back out.
I have to think that maybe they did do that on purpose, though. It does look so much like him, it can't have been an accident.
It wasn't.
One of the best things about Teen Titans, Ron Perlman does the villain. He does Deathstroke, Slade in that show. And he has this most menacing voice, and like everything he says is just, greasy and horrible.
Yeah.
He plays great. Oh, and he was Clayface in Batman the Animated Series, Ron Perlman.
Oh right, yeah, he
Was he?
was.
Yes, he
I
was.
didn't know
Oh,
that.
that's awesome.
That is really
He
cool.
was Mad Hagen, yeah.
So yeah, thanks for calling in,
He
dude.
didn't
and good
voice
to
him
see
in
you on
Arkham
the
City, though, did
Manic
he?
Expression.
No, I don't think he did.
That's a shame. That would
Okay,
be
do we have any more?
We do. I'm gonna start right now.
Hey, this is one of your, I would like to say one of your biggest fans out there. I've been watching you guys' comic book cast for a while now. Started off watching Ultimate Spider-Man, then moved on to just your regular podcast reviews, and I think that they're really awesome. So, one thing that I wanted to really ask you guys was if you're currently taking anybody to go in the podcast, because that would be awesome for me if I would be able to join you guys' podcast. That would mean a lot to me. And if not, then cool. As long as I get to watch them. But other than that, just wanted to comment what a great job you guys do, and and if you guys would be able to just like write in one of your videos or even make your own video about what you would need for a podcast, that would be great too.
All right. So yeah.
Now people are asking for jobs. We can only get so big, and people start asking for work.
So
Man,
here's
watch
the
them have
deal.
Interns.
I've got this a lot, and I think it's finally good that we got it in in this type of form, so I can reply to it to everybody. This is how it happened, and a lot of people that have been listening since the beginning know Joel wasn't here to start with. His place. He took Lance's place. I like to keep it myself and 4 other people. So what happened was Lance, he couldn't do it anymore, and I mean, we still keep contact with him, but he just had to go do something. And since I had Joe on those side panel episodes, I figured, hey, this guy, people already know him, so I'm gonna bring him in.
Right.
So I mean, if there's a side panel episode that some of the fans want to get on and talk to, contact me about it on Facebook. We'll arrange something, and then if a spot frees up, you'll be one of the people in line. But until then,
Right,
you
but-
can appear on the side panels and all that.
I'm just picturing how fans right now are getting so giddy.
It's like, oh, we
but
have
even
a
like
chance.
with the rest of us though, like with me and Sean mainly, I think Armin, and Sean are the only three who've stayed from the beginning.
Right,
actually.
exactly. Because Tom came in to replace Ryan, the original co-host. So
Right,
I came
and then
in episode 3, was it? Or
Yep.
episode 2? Yeah, episode 3.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
three,
and-
because you wasn't in episode 2 where we were having technical issues.
right,
I like to consider myself the Green Arrow to your Justice League. I'm here, but it's like, oh god, I guess we got to fill up a spot. Eeny, meeny, miny, you.
Like we're actually the original 3. We're the outsiders. I'm Black Lightning. Ben is what's that girl's name? Her name's Katana, right?
What can you do?
guess.
I can shoot an arrow, and I'm green, and I'm also an outspoken liberal. Good enough.
Well, hey, you're getting a new TV show that people are also saying it's gonna be like Nolan's Batman.
yeah.
Stuff.
Well,
Shit, my
unfortunately, I'm really
sidekick is doing
excited because I
better.
like Green Arrow. So
I like Green Arrow too. I just think he's been done so much, disservice and injustice the last little while.
I've never
JT
really
Kroll,
read-
I'm looking at you.
I've never read Green Arrow comics. Are his rogues gallery typically like magic-ish, or can
They're all
he
over
work
the
in a
place.
Nolan verse?
Well, from what I understand, the TV show is bringing people in from all over the place. Like Deadshot is supposed to be,
Yeah.
what Armin was telling me, which I freaking
Oh,
love. Deadshot from
bringing it
Secret
realistic
Six and
there.
Suicide Squad.
but so yeah, let's do another voicemail.
Hooray.
Hey, I was just wondering, Comic Book Cast,
Chick.
did you ever think about doing any of the new Venom comic reviews, like the one with Flash Thompson in it?
I think we reviewed the first.
Right, bye.
So a chick, Sean,
It's a
get on it.
girl.
Oh man, dude, you do not know how excited I just got. Anyway,
Oh my god,
I
a
know.
woman, hide the
swear we
comics,
did
Picture you
review
everybody.
already
the first
busted
two
out your
issues.
lubrication.
no, and dude, and also she sounded white.
Hey,
No,
let's not
but-
try to scare away our first, second female caller.
I know. Be serious. Like, I actually got all the Flash Thompson Venom comics,
here.
and I was wondering, like, I was actually gonna read them all and see if, like, I can maybe do like a little, like a review, like a 90-second review, like, how Joel and Armin was doing it, but. Yeah, I guess we could all do it as like a whole
I wouldn't
podcast.
mind
I
sitting
guess.
down and just going through like the first 10 issues on a side panel or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I
Yeah,
like that. I've read the first two, so I might as well
Yeah, it's a good
catch up on the
comic.
others.
So
yeah
I haven't
really
read it
good.
yet. I'm
We did
weird when
review
it
the
comes to
first
Venom.
two on the podcast, I'm sure of it.
who remembers anymore?
Pretty
Pretty
sure that
many
was one of the
episodes,
first
Steve.
series we started reviewing.
Maybe.
I still love the fact that like our first female caller, we just start going nuts.
Second, we had Soja last time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the next one we have from a guy whose name I butchered about 3 million times since we started this podcast, since he started listening, but finally he tells us how it's pronounced. So here we go.
Hooray.
Hey, what's up, Comic Book Cast? This is Terry Ajikum. I know my last name's a little hard to pronounce. I know Armin tried to pronounce it a couple of times, but yeah, it's Ajikum. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm a big fan of your reviews and your videos. I watch it all the time. I listen to the podcast daily. I actually have a question. It's not about the Dark Knight. It's not about Batman. It's actually about Ultimate Spider-Man. If they were to do an Ultimate Spider-Man movie, who would you get to play Miles Morales? Like if they were to do a movie, who would you get to play Miles Morales? For me, I personally would pick Jaden Smith. I don't know why.
I gotta
I
agree.
just think,
Mhm.
after seeing Karate Kid, I think that he would be a good, Miles Morales. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But once again, I enjoy all your videos. I like what you guys do. I'm a big fan of the Ultimate Spider-Man reviews, and I also am not really a Nolanite. I'm not a fan of like the Dark Knight and stuff. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I just wanted to call in and tell you guys
Voice
like
that
I
out.
like your videos and stuff.
So, yeah, anyway, peace. Bye.
Oh, that's so cool getting to hear from Terry.
Yeah,
Terry,
good
love to
to
watch
hear how it's pronounced his name.
Cats.
Stop butchering that.
Yeah,
Terry's a
So
super
we'll have to
fan.
make a note of it and remember for next time.
yeah, but
I wrote it down. I'm
yeah,
kidding.
but I'm the only one who disagrees with his choice as Jaden Smith because I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
I'm not keen on Jaden Smith.
It could work.
I mean,
See,
the
I wouldn't
fact
mind
that
if
he
it was
didn't
Jaden
choose
Smith
me.
if they can just not have Will Smith in it at the same time, because I can't.
Yeah.
Because if Will Smith's in that, I'll just have to focus on his giant ears the entire time.
and like you'd be
Will
singing the
Smith
Fresh
is
Prince
Uncle
theme.
Aaron.
You
Well,
beat me
really-
to it, Tom. I wanted to say that.
No, but
Aside
for
from
real,
Jaden
good.
Smith, who else
Snoop
is
Dogg
there,
as
really?
Uncle Aaron.
no, but like the fact that he did not say, "Oh, I would like to see Sean to do it," you know. And
Really-
I mean, I think I could actually play Miles.
An
Person.
older Miles, maybe.
I think you
Not
could.
at 13, I don't think.
Yeah, I
Donald
look-
Glover is a
like,
popular choice because he
I
got
look-
I
cheated.
would love to see Donald Glover play Miles, but he'd have to play an older Miles after a few years
Uh-huh.
being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He'd
Yeah.
have to be like set like 5 years in the future.
He has to play Miles after me, because I'm like I will be like the teenage Miles, and
And then when you get when you get a bit too up yourself and you
Why
start
don't-
demanding
But they
money,
could just do a Smallville. Tom Welling cast at 29, plays a 17-year-old.
Good point.
You know, so why not? But
Yeah.
thanks for calling in, dude. It's good to
Put
finally out
Tom
here.
Welling in blackface and let him play Miles.
oh God.
Tommy
So we
Wiseau
got
is
3
Miles
more we're
Morales.
gonna go through. All right, guys. So here we
Tommy
go.
Wiseau as Miles Morales.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say I'm a new listener, and my name's Anthony, and I don't have any screen names or usernames or anything like that. I always use my real name. But I'm a new listener, and I love you guys' comic book reviews, and I was just wondering if you guys were gonna review Spider-Man.
Yep.
I know Bendis
You already
is doing
said
it,
this.
and it's supposed to be Peter and Miles meeting for the first time, and I think it's really cool because you could actually teach Miles how to fight or even give him web shooters, and I think that's really cool. So I was just wondering if you guys were going to review it, maybe talk about what you think of the idea. All right, take it easy, and like I said, I love you guys' reviews. Keep doing your thing.
We could just
Thanks,
call him
Anthony.
the Ant-Man, seeing that he doesn't have a name.
So I think his idea on
Black Dynamite,
Miles
that's
finally
his name.
getting the web shooters, I think it's definitely right on.
Yeah, I mean that's
exactly.
where he
Well,
gets
that
the
makes
web
sense. It
shooters
actually
from.
makes sense that way.
Right.
It's not a
Will
passing of the
it
torch,
actually
it's a passing
play
of the
into
web
Ultimate
shooters.
Universe, or is this just a gimmick? Is it like going to be canon to the Ultimate Universe? like
They said it's actually going to have ramifications, like it's actually going to have consequences.
I have a feeling that for some reason Miles is going to remember it, but Peter's mind is going to be wiped.
Probably. I mean, but it's
everyone's mind gets wiped in the main Spider-Man universe.
And the main reason I'm just going to say that is if he goes back to the other universe, right, and they start tinkering, and he goes back to the Fortune Foundation, he tells Reed can in like 5 minutes make a device and take him back to that universe, and I just don't think that's going to happen. So
actually, I would like to see Reed go up against his now Ultimate Universe self.
Right.
Yeah, evil Reed.
That's why I love
really
Reed
love to
Richards.
see?
He can make anything.
Peter Parker keeps his memory, and then somehow, like after Miles has gone back to his own universe, Peter finds the main universe, Miles Morales. It's like, I know you've got potential, kid. I'm gonna like take you to Nick Fury or something.
Oh wow.
That would be actually pretty cool. But yeah, they did say like I think I don't know if they said on the 616 side, but on the Ultimate side, it's definitely gonna have continuity with that.
Right.
And also
Yeah.
the upcoming
Actually, I
event.
hope not, because there's the picture released where Miles is basically looking dead.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't die, but for real.
There's
That
no.
would
If
be
they
an
kill
awful
him, that's
ending.
the worst. I'm never reading Marvel again if they
No,
kill
no,
Miles.
but I don't think
Spider-Man is how they bring Peter Parker back to the Ultimate Universe,
Like,
and Miles
honestly-
Morales is gonna die.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna kill him because Miles has to star in that new Ultimate Universe event, Divided We Fall, I think.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah,
Right.
that's coming after Spider-Man. So
Yeah, but like even with this whole thing with I'm guessing they're probably gonna go with like with the whole memory wipe thing, I guess is what you're saying. Miles and Peter are probably going to remember it, and I think like Reed knows that like other universe exists anyway, and Peter is probably gonna tell him, but they're probably gonna be like, oh, we can't tinker with that universe anymore, because like Peter, Mysterio gets him there somehow. We don't know how, but he does. And so I'm guessing they're just gonna think, no, we're not gonna interact with it anymore, and Just because the thing is, I really think like what Joe Quesada before saying, "Oh, if the Ultimate Universe crosses over with 616, we're running out of ideas." But the way
Not
they're
really.
doing this,
It's just
it
a
really
cool
doesn't.
idea.
Yeah,
That is an idea, so how can you be running out of
Yeah,
ideas?
they're not running out of ideas. They're actually making a really good idea with a very good writer. I mean, with the right writer.
That's the hope I have for it. It's like it's a great
Yeah.
writer, so it can't
Yeah,
go
yeah,
bad.
yeah. With
If
the
they would
right
have got
writer.
like Jeff Loeb involved to do it, then
Yeah,
Don't
if they
worry,
got-
guys.
No, actually, if they got anyone else, like if they got Mark Millar, they would have probably has like some dark adult type of story. I mean, they got Brian Bendis, who is he's perfect for this whole thing because he knows the character of Spider-Man. He
he's only perfect
understands him.
for Spider-Man, really.
He's only perfect for Spider-Man, and frankly, New Avengers, but still.
I didn't think Avengers was that great.
Yeah,
the Avengers Disassembled wasn't that great.
There's a lot of people who don't care for his Avengers because he basically makes everybody an Avenger. Okay, Storm, you're an Avenger. Everybody gets to be an Avenger. Everybody come in the mansion. Pool party.
Yeah, I mean,
See, Oprah.
yeah.
You're an Avenger. You're an Avenger.
It's like Oprah. Yeah, it's like
Everyone's an Avenger.
No, but with New Avengers, I mean, like every character is great, but perfectly Spider-Man. Spider-Man is perfect. Like he is
What we just talking about Ultimate Spider-Man? What the hell we talk about now?
on New Avengers, but I'm talking about Brian Bendis' writing on Spider-Man
okay.
and how he can handle like Spider-Man. I think that if people are worried about Spider-Man, don't worry. It's Brian Bendis. He can handle this.
That's why I'm excited for that Ultimate Spider-Man episode that Brian Michael Bendis wrote. There's one episode I think that he wrote, and I can't wait for that episode. Quite frankly.
There will
After I saw Thor as a frog wielding a hammer, I'm never watching that show again.
After I saw Venom.
All right, so we got
don't
two
worry,
more
guys,
voicemails we're gonna hit, and then we'll wrap up the show and all that junk. All right, guys.
All right.
And all that.
And I haven't heard any of these two before, so here we go. I don't know.
Yay!
I love that guy called that.
What? Okay, I'm gonna start this. All right.
Play that again.
I want to know, what do you think of the new DLC for Batman Arkham City? And do you think that Ultimate Spider-Man will ever maybe have his own movie? That's all.
How old's this kid? He sounds like he's like maybe 12 or something.
I don't know, maybe, but
sounds like a girl on my...
new Arkham City DLC. I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, Harley's Revenge, isn't that?
I only want to get that to play as Robin in the story.
Because I love Arkham City. It's not like downloadable content on like shit games. It's like it's a damn good game.
I just
want
don't
as many
care.
other missions as I
It's
can.
like so far behind the game's release.
Yeah, I know.
I just don't care.
It came too late.
Yeah,
to
you
be
just
honest,
don't
I
really
traded
care.
my copy in.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Oh yeah, so no one's going to be getting Half-Life 2 Episode 3 then.
Yeah,
like,
but
don't
that's
get me wrong,
different, 'cause
I
that's, like,
love Harley
religious.
Quinn, and I'm sure it's going to be good, but at the same time, it just came too late for me. I'm sorry.
Well, they're even saying like this is just probably the only DLC they really had. This is story based, and they even said this is going to be the end of Arkham City, and I'm like, really? Are you going to destroy it or something? What the hell are you doing?
That being said, they do need to do more story-based DLC in the future. That was the only reason I traded in my copy, because they were just releasing maps and
Those
skins
map
and
packs
stuff I don't
suck.
need.
Yeah, but now they're saying they're doing only one, and that's the last one, which
They
is
should,
Before
they should
Arkham Planet is released.
Arkham Planet,
Arkham Universe.
Arkham Nation.
It's gonna be like Mario
Actually,
Galaxy. That'd be pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, that would actually pretty cool.
Arkham State could be actually a pretty cool title for an actual game.
It's
It's
gonna
like
be
the
like-
entire, all of Gotham and like all of its like surrounding area is like taken over.
No. They're just gonna call it Occupy Gotham.
Yeah, hockey.
I was
That's
saying it
the
could have
Dark
been like.
Knight tie-in game.
By Arkham, not.
I say it could have been like Carnage USA. I mean, it could have been
Yeah.
like that.
Tell you
All
what,
right, so,
let me drive around in the Batmobile and we'll be A-okay.
We're gonna go through our last voicemail and then we'll do our thing. All right, we're ready.
I think so.
Right.
Please let it be.
Hey lads, I took your advice from you comic book past people to get drunk and leave you a nice voicemail. Yeah,
drunk?
your show is fucking brilliant.
Oh shit, it's another British
I
guy.
have
Holy shit,
two
it's Tom.
questions for you, beautiful people. Number one is, how would you feel about a Arkham City type movie reboot thing? How would you feel about that? And my other question is, I've been reading a lot that Marvel has been hiding a new movie that they're going to be coming out. And it's been said that Guardians of the Galaxy will be one of them. And the other one may be Inhumans. So I wanted to know, which movie are you hoping they are hiding from us for a 2014 release? So,
Did he just pee himself?
I am drunk, and I cannot wait to hear your reply.
I'm
Thank
drunk.
you very much. My name is Joe.
That was a classic
He was
message,
drunk.
Joe. I like
Brilliant.
that. I like
Alright,
that.
so now I have to rework
Joe,
my
call
map
in
of Britain.
every week.
Hang on, I can't even breathe.
I didn't think he was British.
This is so
The ironic
many.
thing is, all of his questions, I swear we've already answered. Like the Arkham City thing, I bring up like almost every week. How I want a game made.
Yeah.
Movie made of
Please
that.
do. Yes.
No,
Yeah,
but my
sure.
God, dude,
Love
like, I love the fact that like Joel said, he's still classy even while drunk. That's the thing about British people. Even when they're drunk, they're still like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
At first, he sounded more Irish or Scottish to me, but then again, maybe that was just the
I
alcoholism.
think
I don't know.
it's like I think he must. It sounds a little bit Londonish to me.
Well, here we go. He can call back in and let us know
they're
where he's from.
different.
How about that?
There are different.
But when he's
accents?
not drunk.
Oh, there are like 50 different British accents. Seriously.
That's weird. I mean, it's
Why
kind
you
of
all
like
sound
American.
the same? Don't lie.
That's why we don't like it when Americans try and be British,
Yeah.
because they try
And
to
I don't
do
like it. I don't like it when people try to be American, because everyone tries to be Southern when they try to be American.
Uh-huh.
Works with Canadians too.
At least
We
try
have
to
French
be Jersey.
Canadians. We have Down East Canadians.
True.
Yeah,
I
down
want
east. That's where I am.
I want the
Literally,
Stargate.
every town in England, they have a pretty different accent. It's really bizarre.
I
You
want
got
the
It's
Yorkshire,
like
you got
Manchester and Liverpool have two. Well, they say they've got two very different accents, but frankly, I can't tell the difference. That's the ironic thing. We think we've got more accents than we actually do because we
And
don't.
There you go, Tom.
so
I
more or
can't
less,
tell the difference either.
I think yeah. So everything he replied to.
That was a pretty good British accent.
So guys, I'm gonna wrap up the show, but there was one thing Sean wanted to ask, and that's he's gonna do a let's play of a comic book game on our official channel.
Okay. Everyone, don't go do any suggestions, Ben. All right, because I know you're gonna suggest a crappy game that I'm going to regret. But
Arkham
anyway,
City.
I hate you. But anyway, no.
I said Arkham City. That's what you said.
What consoles can you do? Can you do Super Nintendo?
I can't do Super Nintendo. I would
What
try.
about
It's permission
Sega Genesis?
for it.
Can you do Genesis?
No, I can't do Genesis, but I'll try Super Nintendo.
All right, Super Nintendo
You went-
or
Super
Nintendo,
Nintendo
right?
emulators are really, really good. So, like,
Yeah. I
really
got
well put together.
I got NES, Game Boy Advance, and I'll try Super Nintendo.
If you do Game Boy Advance, we've got to do Batman Vengeance.
Really?
Yeah, it's based on the animated series. It's not a
Yeah.
fantastic
Oh, I
game,
love
but
that.
I mean, I
it's better than
played
the
it on
console.
I played it on the PS2. I mean, but
No, it's totally different on the Game Boy Advance. It's a side scroller.
And,
all right, I
no.
guess but
I
I'm
already
just,
pitched
got some shit,
Mysterio's
but-
Menace.
but let's leave this
Actually,
to the
Mysterious
fans.
Menace is better.
I said let's leave this to the fans. I want to see what what they come up with. I mean, but you know,
if you
Again.
had to ask me, the Mask on SNES. That game's fucking awesome.
All right.
yeah. I mean, but yeah,
So-
guys.
Yeah, I love that
SNES,
game.
Feel free to post suggestions, give us a call
Try-
with suggestions, mail in suggestions, and all that.
Yeah, and remember, guys, call in with. I think it would be better if you guys called in, especially if you said gay.
Yeah, we'd like to invite that guy to call in again.
I would love for that guy to call in again.
We had a good
And
laugh.
whoever sent us the Plinkett one, please do.
Oh yeah, the frog.
Dude sounded like he was on the toilet with diarrhea when he said that.
So, as always, give us a call, 1-802-448-2265. Later.
And we'll give you a free ShamWow, absolutely free.
And thank you for joining us, everybody. As always, you can find our podcast at dcopodcast.podbean.com, and also our YouTube channel, which a bunch of you are already subscribing there, but that's youtube.com/XVORPSM. Or just simply search up Comic Book Cast on there, and we pop up, right in the search. And now, Tom?
Yeah, I just want to quickly pimp out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SnoochieBooshies, spelled SNOOCHEEBOOCHEES. And my Facebook page for my current web series that's going on at the moment is superhero based, so you guys should like it. It's facebook.com/chosen web series.
Perfect. Sean?
Okay, if you guys want to see an asshole rant about stuff or just talk about random things, then check out my YouTube channel, SJ504. That is SJ504 for all you people that don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Alright, Joel?
Yes, and if you want to find my work, just search The DVD Grouch, all one word, at YouTube. You can find both my shows I'm currently doing there, Late to the Party, where I talk about old nostalgic stuff that I've only now gotten into, and Video Shakedown, where I break the thumbs of movies that anger me.
And Ben?
If you want to find my videos where I review stuff from my childhood with the show Childhood Throwback, or just other reviews in general, fan trailers, rants, shit like that, go to just Mr. Cool 210. If you want to request a review, or hell, if you even want to be in it, I'm not that big yet, you can comment, send me a message, or whatever.
Alright, and thank you for joining us for another episode, everybody. Have a good one.